Shaka was born to Zongakona, a minor Zulu chief, and Nandi, a woman from the Lungeni clan. His illegitimate birth caused him and his mother to face ostracism, and they were eventually forced to live in exile. This experience shaped Shaka's drive to prove himself and gain power. He spent much of his youth in the Mthethwa kingdom, under the mentorship of Chief Dingiswayo. There, Shaka developed his skills as a warrior and military strategist, gaining prominence within Dingiswayo's forces. In 1816, after the death of his father, Shaka seized control of the Zulu chiefdom, with the backing of Dingiswayo. At the time, the Zulu were a relatively minor group, but through a combination of military conquest and diplomacy, Shaka quickly expanded his influence. By the early 1820s, he had transformed the Zulu from a small tribe into a major regional power, incorporating numerous smaller chiefdoms into his growing kingdom. Shaka's most significant contributions to African history came through his military innovations. He revolutionized warfare in the region by introducing new tactics, weapons, and training methods that made the Zulu army a formidable force. 1. The assegai. Shaka introduced the ikawa, a short stabbing spear designed for close combat, replacing the longer throwing spears traditionally used in battle. This allowed Zulu warriors to engage in more effective hand-to-hand combat. 2. The bullhorn formation. Shaka developed a tactical formation, called the Horns of the Bull, in which the Zulu army was divided into 3 sections: the chest the central force, the horns flanking units that encircled the enemy, and the loins a reserve force. This strategy allowed the Zulu to outmaneuver and overwhelm their enemies on the battlefield. 3. Training and discipline. Shaka imposed strict discipline on his soldiers, requiring them to march barefoot over long distances and undergo rigorous physical training. This gave the Zulu army a speed and endurance advantage over their opponents, enabling them to strike quickly and unexpectedly. 4. Psychological warfare. Shaka's reputation for ruthlessness and his brutal treatment of defeated enemies created an atmosphere of fear among neighboring tribes, often leading them to surrender without a fight. This psychological warfare was an important part of his strategy. These innovations allowed Shaka to build a highly mobile and effective fighting force, which he used to expand the Zulu kingdom through both conquest and diplomacy. Beyond his military prowess, Shaka was an effective ruler who implemented reforms aimed at centralizing power and fostering unity within his kingdom. He established a hierarchical system of governance, reducing the autonomy of local chiefs, and ensuring that authority flowed directly from him to his appointed officials. This centralized structure allowed Shaka to maintain control over the kingdom's resources and military forces.